From my dilemma, I would say, because my dilemma was I was working for Tintec as a contractor and then choose passion. It was either chase the bag or chase something that I genuinely like.
Just show us something quickly. It's like, okay, when I come here, everybody, no, good thing I choose to be kind of normal.
That's part of the reason I was late, right? Because I had a dilemma. I was in between outfits. I was like, oh gosh,
right.
Which one? What would be it? You know?
Oh my.
You know, shit in pants, shit out of pants. What do I do?
Hey, talking about dilemma, right? It's at a time when watch man, I was in England and I was traveling from France, actually coming into England to go somewhere. But I had to take a bus from the airport, and then after the bus take a train and so on. So the bus are supposed to stop off by Penkridge, right? And that is on the way to where I'm going. So when normally in England, the bus stop and thing is not just a bus stop, it's like a center, right? Where it seats like these to chill out and all them kind of stuff. And bam, now we reach by the area 4:30 in the morning, right? Still place, still dark, real cold. I see the bus stop. They say, all those for Penkridge. I was like, I watch outside, darkness, nothing. You know, it's the sea leaves blowing, them kind of stuff, no cars moving. I was like, but which part? I said, where's the next stop? They say Manchester. I was like, oh gosh, should I stay in the bus or should I leave? But then again, I only paid for Penkridge, so I was like, what to do? What should I do? And right there, I end up coming out the bus to face a horror story because they had to go and look for this train station now, and they had to walk past cemetery and them kind of stuff.
No. That's a real life movie.
But, yeah.
Movie.
It could have
You're alone?
I was alone.
Oh gosh.
Really cold. It was windy, cold, and that was a real headache right there. I ended up reaching home about 3 hours later. Yeah.
Oh
Hours later.
Maybe because it even had another dilemma. When they reached by the station now, unknowingly, the train operators was striking. So you seen on the board saying the next train would be 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock come, train that's passing, whoosh, in stopping, right? And now it's thinking, okay, should I remain, should I stay, or should I try to find a bus? Right? And it took me about 2 hours before I decide this thing ain't working out.
No.
You know? What happened? What kind of dilemma you went through? What's the worst thing ever happened in your life?
Definitely nothing as bad as that.
Nothing close to. I had a dilemma where it had this day, well it was the day where I had to choose between 2 sports, right? And that was real hard because I love both sports, which was track and field and badminton. So I used to battle it, track and field, badminton today, tomorrow, something.
What kind of thing in track and field?
I like to do hurdling and hurdling. That was my thing. I'm not a big runner, but yes.
But yet is hurdling. It's not
Listen, I'm a long distance runner. Okay? Listen to me. So this today now, I mean whatever day it was, I can't remember whatever day it was. So both of my coaches we train at the same compound, right? So both of my coaches, my track and field coach was there and then my badminton coach was there at the same time, and I had training on the same day.
Shoot.
So I had to choose like whether am I going badminton today or am I going track and field today. Now I know if I go badminton, my track and field coach can come and quarrel with me because he is a mad man. Oh, yeah, I training today. Are you here? Think whatever you have to make a decision. I think either you'll be in badminton or you're in track and field. And I chose badminton. It was like a very hard choice that I had to make on the spot with both coaches there watching in my eye. I don't want to choose you. Next thing you think I don't like this one or something like that. Would that happen?
You cry?
Yes, I did. Why ask for that question? Why did you ask that question? I did cry. Nobody didn't saw me cry, but I was saying up inside because I had to choose and I didn't want to choose, but I ended up choosing badminton and
How that play out for you?
great. I am so good in badminton right now. I don't think I'd reach so far.
Yeah,
in
but
track.
win something?
Yeah, I win a lot of stuff actually. So yeah, that was my dilemma.
Yeah, I'm not a sports person at all, so I have nothing close to sports for me.
I messed up tree.
Yeah. I think one of the recent dilemmas I had was a job opportunity. So I was unemployed for a while, sending out applications like crazy because what you do else when you're unemployed, right? You just send out.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah, we're sending out so much applications that people call you and
And
like,
you forget. Yes.
Yes.
I can't remember what job was this, and I just trying to play along. Yes. So I finally got a response after the million applications sent out, but the job was in Port of Spain, and granted, to Port of Spain is a pull, and the compensation, the salary, that was the question for me. Would it be worth it or not? Because it's like going from Granby to Port of Spain. I have a lot of fees there. We have a lot of travel expense there. So for me, I'm like, okay, is this worth it? Then is the time that I have to wake up, is the lack of sleep, is those things worth it? So that was a big decision for me to make. I mean, even though I was unemployed, and I mean, you want employment, because you need a salary to survive and whatnot. But if I'm making a salary and I'm spending all on traveling, and then most of my day I did end up taking a job, right, just to get to that. And I spent like 5 hours traveling to and from. So I didn't last long in the job. Thankfully, another job pulled through. But again, that was the whole thought process behind it. Like, do I take it? Do I not? Would it be worth it? Would not? That was the whole pull in there. But
I think for me, when they're unemployed, the first thing that comes there, for example, when I came into Ministry of Education, they hit me 2 choices. Actually 3. One, I either go to Matlock,
oh gosh,
to Guaya, or Palisico. You know which part Palisico is? Quite down deep south. I had 3 choices. Which one? Everything was impossible. I was like, just like you.
yeah.
It's our transport going up there, right? Even somebody say, one of my role models say, if I was you, I would not choose none. But I know just like in society, if you want to get into the government system, no matter where they send you, once they try to get over that one foot in, and then they can maneuver from there on. And I mean, I ended up choosing Palisico, and long story short, they ended up transferring me 1 year later, 1 year and a half later, to next door to me. So
that was good. That was good.
Yeah. The thing is, the choices that they make in life could actually part your destiny. Because it's so hard to choose. How do you know you're choosing the right thing?
Exactly.
Yep. That's true. Just like me. Just like when I chose badminton, I didn't know I was going to become a national badminton player, fly all over the world, and actually get interviewed for doing this. I didn't know if I would have, I could have do it or make it so far with track and field, but I didn't choose track and field, and I wasn't so good in track and field as I am or was in badminton at that time. So that was the great choice that I get from my little dilemma.
Well, from my dilemma, I would say, because my dilemma was, I was working for TNTech as a contractor and then choose passion. It was either chase the bag or chase something that I genuinely like. And I thought about it for like a good while. And then I was like, I should choose passion. Passion is what carries you. So I think that I would say that is the right choice because it's not about the money. It's about the experience. It's about the impact you leave. So I would say that my choice, choosing passion, was the right choice. Because this right here would not happen if I was still a contractor. We would not be shooting a short film if I did choose to be a contractor still.
Still be on a pole somewhere.
Because being a contractor, I did love it. Because we going all around Trinidad trimming trees and these things. But when you just go on that journey, it's like you don't know how much you could explore in Trinidad, how much new things you could experience in Trinidad. So seeing new beaches, new people, experiencing the new atmospheres was a good thing, but I think my passion would give me more. So I think that's the right choice.
Your passion is what gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your passion is what keeps you going. Is what keeps you motivated, keeps you encouraged, and also keeps you disciplined. Because like we say, you going to the gym. You passionate about going to the gym because you know you want to look a certain way. So you would view that as something as are you serious about it. So the right choice is up to you. Is if you think you're making the right choice, is the right choice. That choice is face up.
What influences your decision?
My decision
Yeah.
to choose passion
Yeah.
because it makes me feel like I have a purpose in the world.
That's just
So,
like
so it's not like somebody who will say, hey, like you go to your girlfriend or something and it's like, you know, hey, what do you think I should choose here, girl? No?
I believe like a couple things, right? For me, I have like gut instinct. I trust my instinct. So in a lot of times, like when you ask like how you know this is the right thing, usually like almost like just in like 95% of times in my life, I have had that instinct to tell me like yes or no. But I also do ask for the opinions of like my family, boyfriend, you know, and I pray. I feel like when I pray about it, like I get clarity. So for me, I like the opinions because I mean, I know at the end of the day, if anybody had to have my back, it'll be my family. So if ever like I make a decision, but I need something, I need somebody to show up for me, I know I'll call them and they'll be there. So I'll ask for the opinions, you know, before I make
Too
a
much
decision.
opinion is good or bad?
Bad, too much. I would say so. That's the thing. Like I know whose opinion I want, so it's not excessive. So like obviously, like you know, my parents, my brother, my boyfriend, and that's it. And it's just their opinions that I take into consideration because they are just the main ones who are influential in every day of my life, you know. But I wouldn't go and ask, you know, the auntie and the neighbor and the this and the that and
Really? You know what she said? She
The
went and asked me, wow. So you know and ask me, what's my opinion?
I'll ask you sometime.
Yeah, ask me sometimes.
Yeah, he's a funny neighbor, you know.
I feel as though when you're asking for opinion, it's just to hear what that person would think.
Correct.
Just to see where they would
Where-
venture.
yeah.
Where
Yeah.
their support
What part
lies or
them,
something.
what part them would choose. So like if they're not supportive of it, that would fuel me to go towards it more. Because I can't ask you, because if I ask you, you're not in that field. So you can't tell me I cannot do it. So I would listen to opinions just to make my decision. That my decision relies on me. So their opinion is just like I just feel to ask it cause. I'm not gonna listen to it, but I want to hear what you have to say at the same time.
Yeah, I do that too because it's like sometimes somebody would give you a different perspective that you
Correct.
didn't think about.
True.
You know, and that's why I would ask. And I also pay attention to know that, you know, you have some people you ask and if you don't listen, they're upset, they're more upset than you. From the moment I deal with somebody like that and you hit me that once, that's the day. I'm not asking you again because I want to deal with open-minded people. Just know if I ask you doesn't mean that I am taking this advice. I will do what's best for me. But I want the opinions to make, you know, a knowledgeable decision, you know?
And sometimes like you ask just to get encouragement.
Yeah.
I think the biggest factor when that happens, opposition happens, is that it comes in relationships. When they ask, hey, what do you think about this person, you know? And they're really like,
But with that no, it also have some who would be truthful and some who would lie. They would intentionally say bad things because them personally don't want you going to that person.
That's true.
Or they don't want you doing better than them.
Correct.
So you have to know.
It's like I can't go there, so you can't go there either.
I was gonna say.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
You have experience inside it now.
Cause I've experienced a lot.
You have experience inside it.
Cause I was like, bro, what do you think about this girl? And he was like, nah, boy, she this, that, this. But in the long run, when you take it in, I take a chance and be with that person, and that person was like, yeah, them trying for years now. So, which is why them kind of thing will be said. Which is why you
Now,
shouldn't
based
listen
on that, right? Sometimes, sometimes I might eat up myself or beat up myself
Right.
on making the wrong choice. If the choice goes bad,
Okay.
you understand? Now, if you end up relying on somebody else's choice for you, would you beat them up?
I'll be upset with myself because I was influenced by that person.
Yeah, that real difficult, and being in a dilemma, I think, is you see a lot of young people out here have many dilemmas, especially when they're young.
Yeah.
A lot of those kind of scenarios happen in your life, and it's real hard to know which direction is the right direction, because young people, we tend to live for the moment instead of for the future.
Correct. Yeah.
Tend to think, okay, now is we only know about now, so now
live for now.
Yeah,
Make
that's
sure we gonna live to see tomorrow and we do it now.
yeah.
Exactly. We have a good time, not a long time. That's how
Exactly.
it's operating, you know?
Exactly.
That has
Yeah.
some toxicity to it.
Yeah,
It
because
does.
and if they're working, all that money that's going on pelt out one time, you know, because it's all about now. If they have maybe a girlfriend or boyfriend, it's all about the now, you know, and sometimes children might come out of it. And so the dilemma is a big scene. What would you say to generations out there? The current generation out there?
This generation.
This generation. We call this generation this generation. I hear somebody say the lost generation.
It is a lost
It's-
generation,
yeah.
actually.
Whatever you want to call them.
I'm
Whatever.
part of this lost generation.
You know my philosophy. You know my philosophy. My philosophy is I refuse to die and let this generation go down as the worst generation ever. Because this generation is my generation.
Yeah.
Not good one.
No, but
You
it's
see-
true because a lot of older heads have no faith in young people. Because I spoke to an old man and he was like, nah, I would never retire and let somebody else take over. Because nobody else, these young people these days, they know what I know. You had to have some
How
faith.
about impact your wisdom onto those young people?
Them don't see that as a purpose. Them see that don't see that as making sense. Because why would you try to sit down and teach them? They say young people are not willing to learn. You are not willing to teach. So that is where the line is. Because most young people now gone, they don't have the courage to come and say, well, I want to learn. And the older heads ain't going and say, well, come and learn something. They ain't doing that. So both sides want to be, you know what? Hey, come. You can't wait. When you wait too long, it will be too late. What is your take on it? Because you is my mentor, so.
My take on it is because we see it in the school system as well. You know that the older generation could be right in a certain way,
Yeah,
but at the same time they could be wrong
correct.
because they have to give the current generation a chance to express themselves, and I think this is why we doing short films and so on and doing these type of talks because of the fact that we giving back to the generation, we trying to impact wisdom onto them, that in hope that they will take it and move forward and be better than us when they reach our age, you know. So yeah, that might take on it. You know, I think older generation missing the trick sometimes they think they have nothing else to do in this earth, but they have so much wisdom and knowledge that
Correct,
they could
yeah,
actually
Yeah.
open up to young people and share their experiences.
Yeah.
What would you tell a young woman who in a dilemma?
First ask them to state what was your priorities, what you want. You know, I feel like whenever I'm talking to like young people, again, as you said, in the school system, that's the first thing I would ask them. What you want. What can you see for yourself in the next 5 years?
Miss, I
Where
want a
you
pie.
want to be, you know?
I want a
Thankfully, none of them told me that. Thankfully, none of them told me they want a pie, you know? But what you want to do with your life, where you want to be in your life. And if this thing right now, this dilemma is not directly impacting that, then I could just blow away with the breeze,
What
you
if
know?
a lot of young, well, I was in this boat. What if I don't know what I want?
As before, sorry to cut you across, as like you mentioned, that I meet a lot of them like that who they don't know what they want. But then when we talk, it's like you may not know exactly the spot you want to be, but you know you want to be somebody. You want to have something that is yours. You might know exactly what you want that is yours, but you want something that's yours. You want to make a difference in this world, or you want to, for a lot of them, just be influenced by money, right? So they want to make money, they want to have a business, they want to do something like that. Some of them, they just want to buy nice clothes, or they want to, so just knowing that you want something, I think is like enough to kind of drive you. So then start putting purpose into, okay, well, what your passion is about in life, what you like in life, you know? Yeah.
Choose. Don't actually just think about the moment. You know, think about your liking. That's just like me. I have something where if I'm not comfortable with it, I'm not going to go further with it. If I know I'm not comfortable, I can't go further with something that I'm not comfortable in. Just like this dilemma that I had maybe like 2 years ago, where I used to do calypso and chutney and all kind of music, right? And no, I could do it. I could do it, but then I am more comfortable playing badminton. I'm more comfortable being sportswoman, like, you know, that kind of way. But although, and the singing used to bring in money, badminton, however, takes money, right? And but however, I used to get anxiety attacks, panic attacks on the stage. Everything used to happen, and although I used to score in it, I still wasn't comfortable in doing it, and I had to make a decision where, you know, I'm going to stick in something that I am comfortable in. I feel so good in this while I'm going out on the course and play. I'll feel a little bit nervous, but not as getting anxiety attacks and my body shaking, my hands shaking. I'm not comfortable in this. I am not going to choose this. This is what I want, and I will go where I am comfortable in. You understand?
And what I like about your experiences, and what I also tell these young people too, is that in order for you to know that, you needed to try it. That's something that they're not doing.
Nope.
They just feel like, okay, no, I can't do this, I done. But no, you wouldn't know unless you try. And when you try, then you can start putting things into place as to what you want, where you want to be.
Just like you said before, if you like to, this person likes to buy clothes or something, you could go into fashion. You know about fashion, so that is somewhere you could put your mind to go towards in the future. If you don't know, alright, I don't know what I want in 5 years, but right now I like to buy clothes. I know what shoes gonna look best. I know what this person gonna look good in. But let me think about going into fashion, or just like you said about the business. It have plenty of young people these days all about money. They want to make money. I want to make money. I have money, and think, well, go into business, further studies into business, and you know, have your own business. Be some kind of entrepreneur about something. You know, some people like to well, when I was younger in primary school, I used to make slime and sell it at the school level. So from small, I like to make money. I like business and I like sports at the same time. So I will go into sports and into business as well, because that is what I like at the moment. So why not go through? And as I said, you need to try new things.
Exactly.
Try new things. Don't just focus on one thing, but try new things so you can see what is the best thing for you.
Correct. Because it's okay if something doesn't work out. Like, you know, like when you mentioned, you feel like you want to beat yourself up if a decision doesn't work out. Like, if I made a decision by myself and it doesn't work out, I wouldn't necessarily be upset, because it happened for a reason. It happened for you to figure something out, you know? It's not the best thing to happen, and you mightn't be excited the whole time, but it had to happen for a reason. If it didn't happen, you wouldn't have learned something.
You'll talk about comfort. Let's have a show out there on YouTube, a YouTube show called Seek Discomfort. and they just travel and try new things. Young people, they just travel around the world, try new things, try new food, new cultures, and all that sort of stuff. And they even have a clothing line, mark Seek Discomfort. And a lot of young people in today's society, we tend to stay in our comfort zone. Our comfort zone is on the phone or curl up on the bed watching a little series or some kind of thing, you know. And if they ask somebody to do something that they're not accustomed doing, they quickly would decline the offer. You understand? Or decline to help, or decline to try, as they highlight. And I think if sometimes my friend of mine, they say, Brent, you're a real belly, yeah, you're a real belly. Because of the fact that I determined to bring myself out of comfort zones and even be mindful when I'm too comfortable, hey, time to shake yourself up. Because I think being in a discomfort, it forces you to grow, it forces you to gain in knowledge in order to survive, in order to get through this discomfort, you know. So
I would say most young people just look at the negatives and everything. So that is why they will choose to be comfortable than uncomfortable. Because they will study, this will happen, that will happen, but you're not looking at the other percentage, like this could improve your life, or you might actually go and do this and you will know that you actually like it, or you actually might be good at it.
Yeah, that's true.
So like I had the opportunity to speak with some young fellas because I went to do an event with grandma. And we playing basketball on the court, so they asked me how I get my injury. So I told them, and he was like, so you stop playing football? I was like, yeah, but I play other sports. So he asked why I was playing other sports instead of one. I said, because if you keep your options open, you can't limit yourself to one skill. Because you don't know, I could be a footballer, yeah, but you don't know if I could go and play cricket, I might be even better at that sport. So with that being said, I told them, don't limit yourself. Try new things, and if you try new things, you might be better at that than the things you think you was actually good at. So young people don't understand that. I am a young person that understand that. Because I am very camera shy. So I was very uncomfortable, but I'm comfortable now. So you have to get accustomed with being uncomfortable.
That's true, that's true.
So you get comfortable when we looking to wrap up now.
No, I was comfortable all the time. Because as you say, you thought I would have talked the least. Because you know I doesn't talk. So
I had a scenario like that in this same situation here. I don't know if you remember, where I had to host a podcast, and I was out of my shell because asking questions and like being the one to talk the most. And I am a person, I like to talk, but in front of cameras, I can't, and in front of people, worse yet. And Brenda was like, no, we could do this and sing, and I was talking to the other people there. And I actually came, it went well, and I came out of my comfort zone, and I didn't know that I could have done that actually. So yeah, and it's like I had a friend, he was talking about saying come out of your comfort zone. I recently started to work somewhere, and I posted a video, and then she was like, hey, since when you start to work, and how is you working out? Because she kind of shy and she has she comfort zone to be. She can't really go out and associate with people and work with people and actually talk to them. Or she's a good listener. But to say how to put it, boy, get directions on certain things to do, and think she will get instant panic attack and be afraid that she wouldn't do it right or something like that. And I was like, girl, and she was like, she wants to work, but she's afraid to go out there and actually look for work. So I was like, why you don't just go in different stores and ask them if they're hiring or something, and I send out email. And she's like, nah, I can't do that. If you go in, then I will go. And I was like, you need to come out of your comfort zone.
She's scared of rejection.
Yeah, she don't want to get rejected. She's afraid that she didn't do it right. All those things was coming into her mind. Oh, yeah.
Thank you for listening to On The Beat Podcast. Feel free to share, follow, and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, and Instagram. Stay blessed, everyone.
It's not really good.
Alright. That was nice.